Let's welcome our dignitaries on the dais with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, all the invitees present over here, Honorable CM of Odisha, Shri Mohan Charan Maji, sir. Honorable Minister, External Affairs, Government of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar with us. We also have the presence of Honorable Minister, Industry Department, Shri Sampath Swai, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha, Shri Manoj Ahuja, Principal Secretary, Industries, MSME, Government of Odisha, Shri Hemant Sharma, MD Epicol, Shri Bhupinder Singh Punia. We are delighted with our dignitaries' presence on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, our first session, joint business session between MEA and Odisha. This session is a unique confluence of diplomacy, governance and entrepreneurial spirit, celebrating the strong bond between India and its vibrant diaspora. We also extend a warm welcome to the esteemed members of Indian diaspora, all the delegates present over here, all the industry leaders whose contributions in the field of business and innovation continue to inspire and strengthen the global footprint of Odisha and India. To commence this session, may I invite our Chief Secretary of Odisha, Shri Manoj Ahuja, who has been instrumental in driving Odisha's socio-economic progress with his visionary leadership and administrative acumen. His efforts have steered Odisha towards inclusive growth and sustainable development. A big round of applause to give welcome address. May I invite Shri Manoj Ahuja.
Namaskar. Mr. S. Jaishankar, Union External Affairs Minister, Honorable Chief Minister Odisha, Mr. Mohan Charan Maji, Honorable Industries Minister, Mr. Sampath Charan Swai, my colleagues on the dais, and all our esteemed guests, especially the Prabasi Bhartiyas, who have made it possible to be here and be present in this August gathering. A very, very warm welcome to all of you, including the distinguished guests from all over India and from Bhubaneswar. I also thank you for being here today, being here with us, and being part of what we call India's growth story. The Honorable Prime Minister has set a vision, Viksit Bharat 2047, essentially aiming to transform the country, accelerating our rate of growth, and we in Odisha hope to play a very big role in that journey. As our Honorable Chief Minister says, that in that train of progress, Odisha would be the first bogie, or would be a significant contributor in India's journey to achieve the goals we have set for Viksit Bharat 2047. Why are we so optimistic? Why do we feel that these 2 decades would be India's decades? Odisha is riding a demographic dividend. We have a young population. We've been focusing on skills, and in fact, we have one of the best skills ecosystem in the country, and we are taking it to a global level. We have huge advantages. Odisha is a gateway to the east. We have ports. All are developing. Just to give you an example, Paradip is now one of the major ports, 150 million tons around. It has a capacity. It's doubling that capacity. Within Paradip, there is a huge petrochemical complex coming up, which will be global in nature. In fact, Indian Oil Corporation just announced an investment of 60,000 crore for a naphtha cracker unit, which will open up the whole downstream and midstream players. We are a mineral-rich state, and there's a whole area available for value addition, downstream industry, setting up that ecosystem. We are also looking, I think the focus of the government is on growth and employment. Therefore, as you would have seen, we have a policy, an industrial policy, which is very, very investor friendly. And we feel that the state would grow, our people would get employment only when investors find it conducive to invest. They are able to work, carry out their work in an easy manner, in a time-bound manner, and get results which they seek. And for that, we are planning to make Odisha competitive on a global scale, get our industries connected to the global supply chains, and I feel the geopolitical situation around the world is conducive for investing in India. And like I said, India is one of the countries, we have a huge population, and there is a huge latent demand. As we develop, there is a huge latent demand from basic infrastructure to consumers to services, Therefore, this combination of a domestic market and an external market, I think, is very fortuitous for us. So we feel that this journey, which we would invite you to embark together, would be a very fruitful one for you, and we have things in place, and we wanted to assure the External Affairs Minister, sir, in India's growth story, the state will definitely play a very, very significant role, and we do look forward to that unfolding of the saga which we are envisaging under the Honorable Prime Minister's leadership of a Viksit Bharat 2047. So I welcome all our esteemed guests and all of you once again to this gathering. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now let's immerse ourselves in a glimpse of Odisha's transformative journey and the abundant opportunities it offers. Presenting to you the promotional video, Transforming Odisha, Opportunities Unlocked. Can we have a look on the screen, please, everyone? Thank you.
महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ जी की कृपा से उड़ीसा देश की विकास यात्रा के ग्रोथ इंजन पैकी एक होगा.
Welcome to the land of bountiful nature, vibrant culture, and deep-rooted history.
श्री मोहन चरण माझी.
Welcome to the land where burgeoning growth meets unfathomable potential, leading to boundless opportunities. Welcome to Odisha.
Really, there is no deficit. It has a business orientation.
This state is progressing leaps and bounds to come and invest in Odisha.
We welcome you to invest in Odisha, where endless opportunities are poised to meet a radiant future. Come and explore new opportunities.
We hope the video inspired you as much as it inspired us. Moving ahead, it's time to delve deeper into the investment potentials of Odisha. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be requesting the presence of Principal Secretary, Industry Department, Government of Odisha, Shri Hemant Sharma, who has been a key player in creating a robust industrial ecosystem in Odisha, who will present the key investment opportunities in the state. Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you like this video? Can we have a round of applause, please? And even more energetic round of applause for our friends who have come from all parts of the world, the Pravasi Bharatiyas, please. Honorable Sir, I would be making a very brief presentation about the industrial investment opportunities in Odisha. But since we are honored to have the presence of our Honorable External Affairs Minister, to begin with, this is what Odisha is in terms of size. It is of the size of Bangladesh. In terms of population, it is of the size of Spain. So, Honorable Minister, sir, since you are the External Affairs Minister, it would be easy for you certainly to place us. We have a US $110 economy, 11% of India's water, 480 kilometers of the coast of the Indian coastline. What makes Odisha an interesting and attractive investment destination? I'll just speak on these 5 points very briefly. Our polity, the democratic polity, our economy, geography, policy, and the demography. What is it about our policy, our polity, the demographic polity? What you see on stage is what the change in government is. Ladies and gentlemen, what gives speed to a train? Engine. What gives double straight speed to a train? Do you see that on stage? That is our democratic polity. We have our Honorable Chief Minister, our Honorable External Affairs Minister, and under their leadership, we are going to witness the next phase of Odisha's growth. Our economy has been growing at more than 10% in the last few years. In fact, we are a significant contribution to the growth of Indian economy. There are states growing at a rate lower than us, and there are states growing at a rate faster than us. However, we are a significant contributor to the growth of Indian economy, which today is a beacon of hope in the world, as our Honorable Prime Minister says. We are also one of the fastest growing economy and diversified economies in India, because we get 43%, almost 40% from contribution from industry sector, 38% from services sector, and the balance from agriculture sector. More importantly, because of certain features related to our geography and our polity, we have been receiving good investment intents. The top graph on the right-hand side shows a data given by Center for Monitoring of Indian Economy, where we are the second highest investment attracting state in the country today. Just below Maharashtra, but above Gujarat, above Karnataka, above Tamil Nadu and UP. And the left bottom graph shows a graph by the Reserve Bank of India, not only large investment intents, but also conversion into actual investment opportunities by assistance from financial markets, from capital markets, from banks and other financial institutions. But what drives this growth? What drives this growth is that Odisha is a mineral-rich coastal state. While there are states in the country who are mineral rich, for instance Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, but they are not coastal. And there are coastal states, for instance Andhra Pradesh, but they are not mineral rich. We are twice blessed by the Lord Jagannath. We have 25% of India's coal, 35% of India's iron ore, 45% of India's manganese, 55% of India's bauxite, almost the entire nickel and chromite. More importantly, we are blessed with rare earths. On the coast of Odisha, we are blessed with rare earths, which is giving us the next age of growth in ilmenite, monazite, and also in titanium. Not only the mineral advantage, we have converted it into the metals advantage. By following a policy of local value addition, we are the largest producer of iron, largest producer of steel, largest producer of stainless steel, largest producer of bauxite, largest producer of alumina, largest producer of aluminium. And not only that, there is a significant growth which is happening. The steel capacities will be added more than 100 million tons per annum. And kindly take a look at this map of Odisha, where you would see that all these investments are spread throughout the state, which gives us tremendous advantage in terms of being able to attract more companies, more and more companies in the entire value chain, from mining to mineral to metal. In fact, there are companies, for instance, TYK from Japan, Welspun from Gujarat, Caldris from Spain, Almatis from France, SMS Group from Germany, Magna again from France, TRL Kosaki from Japan, who have already discovered this value chain prospects in Odisha. It takes 4 million tons of material to be moved for 1 ton of steel. And it requires 8 million tons of material to be moved for 1 million ton of aluminium. And 1 ton of aluminium requires 300 kilograms of 18 other chemicals. Today, all of these chemicals, barring a few, come from a country, I need not name that country. This is a huge opportunity in Odisha. The second advantage which we derive from our geography is our being coastal nature. We are on the east coast of India. We are within 6 hours from 50% of the world economy. The Southeast East Asian nations, countries like Singapore, Sri Lanka, all the Far East countries are closer to us in eastern seaboard than the rest of India on the western seaboard. And we have been able to utilize this advantage in a systematical planned manner by setting up ports on our long coastline, starting with Paradip Port, which is a Government of India port, the largest port in India today. Dhamra Port, which is run by Adani's, and Gopalpur Port, which is also run by Adani's. Aside from that, there is a port at Suvarnrekha being developed by Tata's, and 2 more ports which will be coming up for development in the next 2 to 3 years. Immense opportunities on the coastal region. This coastal advantage, the port advantage, has helped us also become emerging leaders in chemicals and petrochemicals. We are the new destination for textiles, technical textiles, and apparel, and also in food and seafood processing. In fact, sir, I am very happy to inform the Honorable Minister today. We have a proud NRI, A.K. Mishra, who has come all the way from Dubai. He is already establishing a plant in Odisha. We have from Mauritius, Mr. Kohli, Amit Kohli, who represents the Firemont Textiles, who is setting up one of the largest denim manufacturing in Odisha. We have Mr. Mahesh Amlian from Sri Lanka, the Mas Group, who are setting up a very large investment. Similarly, in seafood processing, now there are opportunities opening up in Far East and Southeast Asian and other markets, and we would certainly take advantage of the presence of our friends from other countries to spread this word. In chemicals and petrochemicals, again, there are large number of companies who have discovered the coastal advantage of Odisha. We have one of the 3 PCPIRs in the country, the other 2 being in Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. And because of the Indian Oil Corporation's dual feed naphtha cracker project, the next wave of investments in chemicals and petrochemicals is coming up in Odisha. Same thing in textiles, technical textiles and apparel, and also in food and seafood processing. Sir, I also wanted to bring to the notice of our Honorable External Affairs Minister, Indonesin, which is a Japanese company, today has the largest noodle manufacturing factory outside of Japan in India, in Bhubaneswar. And there are many other companies who have discovered an advantage. Similarly, the next wave of growth in Odisha is going to be in the new age sectors of renewable energy, biotechnology, electronics, IT, ITS, pharmaceuticals, and automobile and auto components. We have set up good infrastructure facilities, good promotional policies for these investments. Sir, the last point which I wanted to bring to the kind attention of our audience here is, look at this map of Odisha, map of India, which places Odisha in the scheme of Purvodaya. Andhra, Telangana, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Assam, and the Northeast. This is what is called East-Northeast India. This is 50 crores of India's population. 1/3 of India's population is in this region. And in all goods and services, the CAGR, the growth of demand from consumers in this area is the fastest in India. Look at Odisha as an entry point to this region, because we are a coastal state, we are ideally located, we have good infrastructure, good policies, good skilled workforce. Therefore, Odisha can become your entry point to serve this fast emerging, larger, 1/3 of India's market. We have set up good infrastructure facilities. Just take a very brief look here. On the east coast, we have the Eastern Expressway. On the west coast, we have the Western Expressway, and these two are connected by a East-West Expressway. All our industrial areas, all our major ports, and industrial clusters are located on this. We have ready-to-move industrial lands in good industrial estates in these areas, close to port, close to highway, close to national roads. Ease of doing business. This is the photograph of my Honorable Industries Minister receiving the Top Achiever State Award recently by Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Commerce and Industries Minister, as the Top Achiever State in Ease of Doing Business. And recently, we received Achiever State in the Leeds report just 2 days ago. Again, Commerce and Industries Minister honored our state as an Achiever State in the logistics ease of doing business. Cost of doing business, the lowest in the country. Cost of industrial land, cost of water, cost of power, and cost of moving goods to other parts of the country. It has been proved by studies after studies that we are amongst the lowest in the country. World-class skilling ecosystem. Honorable Minister, sir, out of the top 100 ITIs in the country, 11 are from Odisha. Out of the top 20 ITI graduates last year, 14 were from Odisha. Sir, we are just 4% of India's population, and we account for more than 10% of the skilled workforce coming out from our ITIs and polytechnics. You go to any industrial cluster in the country today, whether it is Coimbatore or Mysore, Chennai or Bangalore, Noida or Greater Noida, Surat or Ahmedabad, you will find that the most productive, the most disciplined, and the most outcome-oriented employees are from Odisha. All this has given us a consistently growing industrial economy. The topmost domestic players are all in India, and when industries come to Odisha, they look at a long-term story because we are a consistently growing state. Therefore, come invest in Odisha, invest in the future. Today was a brief audience with you. We are organizing our Global Investors Summit from 28 to 29 January this month. We cordially invite all our Prasi Bhartiyas to also come. We will have a longer conversation with you. We'll take you to our industrial areas and you will discover more. If you are interested, do click a photograph of this slide. We will get in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the insightful presentation, sir. Next, it is my privilege to invite our visionary leader, Honorable Minister of Industry, Skill Development and Technical Education, Government of Odisha. Please give a thundering round of applause for Shri Sampath Chandra Swai, sir.
Namaskar, Jai Jagannath, Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Sri Mohan Charan Majhi ji, Chief Secretary of Odisha, Sri Manoj Ahuja ji, Principal Secretary, Industry Department, Sri Hemant Sharma ji, MD Epicol, Sri Bhupinder Singh Punia ji, esteemed business leaders, senior officials, member of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege to address you today on the occasion of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas 2025. This event is a celebration of the extraordinary contributions of the Indian diaspora to our nation's success. I stand here not just a representative of Odisha, but as a voice for the boundless opportunities our country and especially my state offer. Odisha is on the journey towards a remarkable transformation. We are blending our rich culture with the modern innovations to achieve growth. For us, ease of doing business is not just an idea, it is a way of life. We have simplified the investment process throughout Go Swift single window system. It ensures that all approvals happen smoothly and quickly. Investors who have come to Odisha appreciate our transparent and responsive governance. Our recognition as a top achiever in the Business Reformers Action Plan BRAP 2025 reflects our commitment on progress. Odisha has become a trusted partner for business worldwide, whether you are a big company or a new entrepreneur. We offer policies that ensure stability and growth. Our governance model is very simple. We listen, we adopt, and we evolve with the industry needs. Our key strengths include huge raw material, strong industrial infrastructure, and strategic coastal location. We have 3 operational ports with more under development. These ports connect Odisha to global markets. Our strategic location on Indian's eastern coast make Odisha a gateway to ASEAN and BIMSTEC countries. We are the only state in India which is mineral rich and has uninterrupted access to such a long coastline. Further, we are also developing industrial corridor, logistic hubs, and sector-specific parks for chemical, petrochemicals, food processing, textile and apparels, and IT. Odisha is ready for industrial excellence. Odisha's rich natural resources, strategic coastal location, skilled workforce, and a proactive governance create the perfect environment for business. Key sectors such as metal downstream, chemical, textile, food processing, and IT and ITIS are growing fast. Additionally, Odisha is also becoming a hub for new age industries like renewable energy, electronics manufacturing, and green fuels. We are ready to partner with you to unlock this immense potential and achieve success together. Our highly skilled and low-cost workforce is another key strength. Through the Skilled in Odisha initiative, we have created a talent pool that meets global standards. Our young, dynamic workforce is disciplined, hardworking, and ready to deliver. Odia people are recognized worldwide for the dedication and work ethic. By investing in Odisha, you invest in these talented people who will help your business to grow. Investing in Odisha is more than just doing business. It's joining a thriving ecosystem. We are committed to ensure your investments to grow and succeed. Our government will support you every step of the way. I invite each of you to join us on this exciting journey. Don't just invest in Odisha, growth with Odisha. Together we can build industries, create jobs, and shape a brighter future together. Lastly, I am happy to invite you to the Utkarsh Odisha Make in Odisha Conclave 2025, which will be held on January 28th and 29th January in Bhubaneswar. This conclave will bring together business leaders, innovators, and policymakers from across the globe. This premier platform is your gateway to new opportunity, to partnerships that will shape the future of industry in India. Thank you. I look forward to welcome you all to Bhubaneswar. Bande Utkal Janani. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your amazing words. Next, we have the honor of hearing from a distinguished diplomat and a statesman who has represented India on the global stage with unparalleled competence and has been pivotal in shaping India's foreign policy to align with the aspirations of its citizens and diaspora. With an illustrious career spanning over 4 decades, he has served as India's ambassador to several key nations and played a critical role in negotiating landmark agreements. His leadership has significantly enhanced India's global standing. Ladies and gentlemen, give a thundering round of applause. Let's have on the podium Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable External Affairs Minister of India, for his special address.
Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Mohan Charan Maji ji, Honorable Industries Minister, Shri Sampath Charan Swain ji, Chief Secretary Manoj Ahuja ji, Principal Secretary Hemant Sharma ji, MD Epicol Bhupendra Singh Punia ji, Excellencies, my Pravasi brothers and sisters. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all today, Namaskar and Jai Jagannath. In the course of a long work life, I've been called many things. Today was the first time I was called a second engine of a train. It was a novel description, but a very good one. I appreciate it very much. And I think the message of double engine is the first message we want to give you from this event. But I do want to ask all of you, our Pravasi visitors especially, of the importance of doing a business session, a joint business session on an occasion like this. Because persons of Indian origin and non-resident Indians, you are in many ways are connect to the world. We often use the word a living bridge for all of you. And the fact is, India will be unique in terms of a major power rising, which has actually is using and will continue to use its diaspora as a very important pathway for its globalization and for its rise in the international order. Now, why is that important? It is important because if you look at the history of the world, especially the modern world, no country has grown by itself. Every country has grown with partners, with global partners. And at this time, for us, that partnership, a partnership which will supplement resources, which will infuse technology, which will introduce best practices, that is absolutely essential if India is to attain its potential. And that is where NRIs and PIOs can really make a difference. Now, our Prime Minister often talks of 3 T's when it comes to evaluating foreign policy. In fact, we use the 3 T's in the Foreign Ministry to evaluate our own people as well. And the 3 T's are trade, technology, and tourism. And I want you today to reflect on those 3 T's located as you are in Bhubaneswar from the perspective of Odisha. So the first T, trade. I think you have seen through the presentations what a blessing Odisha has in terms of resources. But resources do not automatically translate into trade. Resources need investments, resources need facilities, resources need connectivity. And today, how to increase, how to do the value add so that what you trade is not just resources but value adds from it. And how to leverage the location of Odisha. Because if one looks ahead, the eastern seaboard of India is going to become a crucial exposure, a connect of India to the world. We have spoken of the Look East policy. In many ways, you can say the Look East policy actually has a historical origin in the state called Bali Yatra. That the connect to Southeast Asia actually started in Odisha. That today, this eastward connection, and I can visualize it in the coming decades. When I was last time in Singapore, we have a ministerial mechanism. One of the important subjects we discussed were green shipping corridors. So whether it is orthodox shipping, whether it is green shipping, whether it is power grids, whether, as I said, it is resources, the value adds on it, the potential for trade based from Odisha is really enormous. The second T, of course, is technology. But this T is increasingly acquiring a particular connotation in the world today. Technology is not like a manufactured good. It has, in the digital era, a very high element of trust. Countries, people, organizations want to know where is the data, who is processing it, who is harvesting it, who will deploy it. And technology, therefore, is increasingly associated with trusted talent. So when we speak here, and my colleague, the Principal Secretary, spoke about it, we saw a little bit of it in the slide as well. The talent of Odisha, the fact that today you have young demography, you have a very strong education backbone of this state. Today, technology also offers a lot of possibilities for collaboration. And the third, of course, is tourism. Many of you perhaps would be here for the first time. Some of you come from this state. But I can tell you, I had an opportunity yesterday to see some of the tourism possibilities for myself. I think this state is simply incredible in terms of what it has to offer. And again, it's not just for your aesthetic satisfaction I'm saying this. I'm making this as an investment pitch that tourism is the biggest employer generator and multiplier in the world. Those who will invest in tourism in this state are actually, in a sense, obviously helping themselves, but they are actually contributing to development and to inclusive growth in the state in a very, very powerful way. So I would today, other than the message of the double engine, want to give you the message of those 3 T's, that trade with and from Odisha, technology and tourism. These are really very important dimensions of what this state has to offer. I'm very glad again the point was made about the Modi government's commitment to Purvodaya, the renaissance, the revival, the rejuvenation of the East. India was historically at its greatest point when the eastern parts of India were at the height of their glory. And I can tell you that one of the earliest commitments in this term, the 3rd term of the Modi government, was to take the practical decisions to enable Purvodaya to actually happen. And a crucial, I would say, almost a fulcrum of that, in many ways, is the state of Odisha. So, let me conclude by saying this. I have been a fairly long time in the government, a little less in politics, briefly even in business. And I can tell you that when people look for, investment, when people look for business, at the end of the day, what is most important for them is to get a good sense about their partners. They will evaluate ease of doing business. They will look at ease of living, how non-bureaucratic a decision making is. They will look at the quality of infrastructure, what Gati Shakti has been delivering and will continue to deliver. They will assess the talent of a society. They will look for political stability. They will look for policy stability which comes from political stability. But at the end of the day, it's not just information that investors and business partners will seek. They will also look at the quality of leadership. Today you have Team Odisha's leadership in front of you. I'm confident that it inspires as much confidence in you as it does in me. And I am really very confident that today's meeting is the beginning of a conversation that many of you will come back to this state again and again, that your confidence will translate into business propositions and into investment decisions. Thank you again for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, gratitude to Honorable Minister Sir for his insightful and thought-provoking special address today. I would also like to take this moment to introduce about a remarkable book authored by himself, Why Bharat Matters. This compelling work delves into India's strategic significance, historical resilience, and aspirations for the future. I personally urge everyone here to explore it as it offers profound insights into why Bharat stands tall in global affairs and why understanding its journey is crucial for all of us. This book has 11 interconnected essays that delves into India's foreign policy, emphasizing its cultural values and global ambitions. He has highlighted various aspects, India's initiatives such as Sagar, Neighborhood First, showcasing India's emergence as a positive force internationally. Thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead, it's my privilege to invite our Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Sri Mohan Charan Majhi, for his address to the August gathering. A leader of profound vision and dedication, also known for his grassroots connects and innovative policies, Sri Majhi has transformed Odisha into a hub of industrial and cultural excellence. A big round of applause. Thank you. Sir, over to you.
Jai Jagannath, Namaskar, good morning. Honorable Minister, External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankarji, Honorable Minister, Industries, Skill Development and Technical Education, Government of Odisha, Sri Sampath Chandra Swain, Chief Secretary, Sri Manoj Ahuja, Principal Secretary, Industries, Sri Hemant Sharma, Managing Director, Epicol, Odisha, Sri Bhupendra Singh Punia, business leaders of India and diaspora, business leaders from Odia diaspora, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the land of Lord Jagannath. Welcome to the land of opportunities, Odisha. I am delighted and feel privileged to address such esteemed guests of Indian diaspora members, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. I extend a warm welcome to each one of you to this special session. Your presence here affirms Odisha's potential as India's investment destination of choice. While over Odisha is known as the land of Lord Jagannath, we have been a prominent center of art, craft, and architecture for centuries. Today, we are fast emerging as a growth engine of India. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, we are working hard to achieve the goal of Samruddha Odisha by 2036 and Vikasit Bharat by 2047. A key component of Prime Minister's vision of Vikasit Bharat is Purvodaya, development of the eastern Indian states. Odisha is the front runner of this effort. I, on behalf of the people of Odisha, extend a warm welcome to you to come and invest in Odisha. Since my government has been formed, Odisha has got investment proposals of 2.2 lakh crores and job creation will be 1.4 lakh jobs. Now, let me indulge In brief, why you must come here and do business in the state. Odisha is the second richest state with mineral resources. You name it and we have it. Odisha is perhaps the most peaceful state in the entire country with stable law and order. There are no social fault lines disturbing peace. The state has a history of giving stable political environment. The state has an impressive infrastructure with networks of national highways, state highways, blocked of arterial roads, 3 functional seaports, and 2 major airports with about 4 more smaller airports to serve smooth connectivity. 2 more major airports are coming up at Puri and Charbatia. Odisha has one of the busiest rail corridors linking virtually to all parts of India. Availability of skilled as well as unskilled manpower at the right cost as compared to other industrial states and more our state with investor-friendly industrial policy. What more the industry requires, you can virtually tick all the boxes for setting up industry in this place. I can assure you that we are all ready to work for steps if you chose to work half a step. We have only one condition: people of the state ought to benefit from it. The Union government under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji has sanctioned road and railway projects worth about $5 billion as 40,000 crores in last 6 months. Odisha's capital outlay is highest among the major Indian states, 6.3% of gross state domestic product. The state has a consistent record of growth under the visionary leadership of our leader Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. We have already become the 5th largest economy in the world and at present the fastest growing big economy. India is now the only shining star over a sea of gloom and doom around us. Odisha also aspires to be a part of this growth journey. While from the 13th biggest economy in the country, we want to propel ourselves to be among the top 5 economies in the country. I hope as the country celebrates its 100th years of independence in 2047, we will achieve this goal and Odisha will be in the proud club with a $1 trillion economy. For realizing this goal, foundation has to be strong and should be laid yearly, which we are doing with Utkarsh Odisha. In order to achieve this, we have a defined and clear roadmap. Our vision for Odisha's transformation is centered on future-ready sectors such as renewable energy, advanced manufacturing, petrochemicals, textiles, pharmaceuticals, and biotechnology. Youth are an unbound source of energy, innovation, and in order to make them industry ready, we are providing them the required skill education. I will fail in my duty if I don't mention the wonderful gift nature has gifted us. The natural bounty of virgin forests, beautification on green mountains, 480-kilometer long coastline and sea beaches, Asia's largest saltwater natural lake, hundreds of historical and religious places. what more you need to invest in the field of tourism. I urge the diaspora to explore the possibility in this important sector, which promises so much possibilities. Under the visionary leadership of our beloved Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, we have already become the fifth largest economy in the world and at present the fastest growing big economy. After we achieve the goal of $5 trillion economy in a year or so, we will be aiming at building India to enter the coveted $10 trillion economy in next 5 to 7 years. Odisha also aspires to be a part of this growth journey, while from the 13th biggest economy in the country, with about 100 billion USD economy, we want to propose ourselves to be among the top 5 economy in the country. With the power of the double engine governance and blessing of our beloved and visionary Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, it will be realized sooner than later. As we prepare for a Utkarsh Odisha Make in Odisha Conclave 2025, I extend a warm invitation to all of you to join us in this journey. Odisha is on the move, and together we can shape a future for shared prosperity. India is the favorite destination of global FDI in the world, and we want to make Odisha as the favorite destination of FDI in India. Thank you all for being here today, and I look forward to welcoming you to the Utkarsh Odisha Make in Odisha Conclave at Bhubaneswar. Come, invest in Odisha, invest in future. Thank you for gracing the occasion and make us proud. Bande Utkal Janani, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. True flag bearer of Odia, Smita, who relentlessly working with a vision to achieve Viksit Odisha 2036. अतिथि देवो भव, इसी परंपरा को सम्मान देते हुए I would be requesting Honorable Minister Industry to present our traditional representation of Odisha Handloom Uttarya to Honorable Minister External Affairs Dr. S. Jaishankar, Government of India. Everyone, please give a thundering round of applause. I'd be requesting Honorable CM Sir to present a token of appreciation, a memento to Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister, External Affairs, Government of India, for his humble presence. Thank you so much, sir. I'd be now requesting MD Picol, Sri Bhupinder Singh Punia, for official vote of thanks.
Thank you. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, industry friends, good afternoon, namaskar. As we come close to the insightful session, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Government of Odisha and EPICOL. Firstly, I would like to thank Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar. Sir, your inspiring words and steadfast support have emphasized the pivotal role of partnerships between the Indian diaspora and states in India's growth story. Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision and reinforcing Odisha's global ambitions. Sir, your 3T mantra of trade, technology and tourism, sir, we will follow in future, sir. I would like to thank our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Mohan Charan Majhi. Sir, your visionary address has highlighted Odisha's transformation as a leading destination for innovation, sustainable industrialization, global connectivity. Your leadership continues to inspire us to aim for greater heights. Thank you, sir. I also thank Sri Sampath Charan Swai, Honorable Minister, Industries and Skill Development and Technical Education, for his constant support. Sir, your dedicated efforts towards creating a business-friendly ecosystem in Odisha are instrumental in driving investment and fostering inclusive growth. Thank you, sir. I thank Chief Secretary, Sir, Sri Manoj Ahuja. I thank Hemant Secretary Industries, and most importantly, a special note of gratitude and thank to all the members of diaspora and business community who has joined this session. Your contribution towards Odisha's growth through investment, collaboration, knowledge sharing are invaluable. I again welcome, as Sir has emphasized in his address, that we have to develop partnership, and this is the beginning of the partnership. I welcome you all again in Bhubaneswar in Odisha, and this is the beginning of our partnership. So we will continue to work on this. Thank you for that again. In conclusion, I extend my sincere thanks to the Ministry of External Affairs for their partnership in organizing this session. My gratitude also goes to the team from Industries Department, EPICOL and other stakeholders who worked hard to make this session a grand success. Thank you all for your ideas, belief in Odisha's vision. Together, let's create lasting partnerships and shared success. Vande Utkal Janani, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our esteemed dignitaries on the dais for your valuable addition to the session. Together, let's continue to build bridges that connect Odisha and India with the global community, fostering shared growth and prosperity. I will be hereby requesting everyone to please have lunch outside, and we have two important sessions related to Odisha and of course global economy, which will be conducted in the plenary hall at Janta Maidan. I will be requesting you all post lunch to please join us for two amazing sessions awaiting for your presence and participation. And of course in the evening we have an astounding cultural presentation by Guru Aruna Mohanty and her troupe. Thank you so much. Once again, I am saying thank all of you for your presence and participation. With this, we conclude